Hello, and welcome to another English unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the Tacam R-2. In regards to the history of the Tacam R-2, I feel like it's the same song and dance we've had with other Axis, let's say, ad hoc tank destroyers, and it pretty much falls into the similar pattern of Axis Nation is fighting in a brutal war on the Eastern Front. Axis Nation doesn't have a whole lot of tanks, and they need better tanks to deal with the better Soviet tanks such as T-34. They have big anti-tank guns, either of their own manufacturing or captured from Russians. They get older tank. They cut turret off tank. They put big anti-tank gun on top of tiny tank. Tiny tank is now delegated as tank destroyer or assault gun. Tiny tank with big gun now fights on the Eastern Front against bigger, scarier Russian tanks. Not at good at mobility, but good at sitting in place and blowing Russian tanks up. However, open top on tiny tank means easy for aircraft to blow up tiny tank. Tiny tank performs mediocre. In-game, the Tacam R-2 is a 45-point tank destroyer, available to the Romanian 8th Cavalry and 9th Infantry Division. It has two weapons. The weapons are nothing that fancy. You have a ZIS-3 cannon with 20 AP shots and 10 high explosive shots. The AP 105mm pen, 8 damage, decent suppression, accuracy, range, and 10 rounds a minute. And the high explosive gun is pretty much what you expect from a 76mm field piece. Then you have a single machine gun with 5,000 rounds of ammunition. It's kind of crazy how many machine gun bullets you can put on a tank, even a small one. Up down to miscellaneous stats, it has 55mm of frontal armor, reek top armor, 25mm at side, and 15mm at the back. 34 kilometers off-road, 45 kilometers on the road, medium stealth, and good optics. So, in battle, the Tacam R-2, obvious comparison, it's like an Su-76, I mean they both have the exact same gun. But frankly, it's a worse Su-76, as you don't have the radio trait, you don't have AP shell shells, you don't have as much ammunition in general, you have a little bit better frontal armor, and you're a little bit faster. But that doesn't really account for much, as there's still not enough armor to survive the majority of tank shots coming your direction. So as a tank destroyer, it's not particularly that fantastic. It can't really blow up tanks that well, as you only have 105mm pen. Even as an infantry support vehicle, you only have 10 shots, so you're rather limited in that aspect. In regards to divisions, you can bring in 9th Infantry. There's a whole heap of Pounder Force and Stugs available, which are a little bit more efficient, costly. And for 8th Cav, you actually can reasonably take the Tacam R-2. You do have better options, such as the Rosita, the 75mm, as well as the Jagdpanzer. But as a cheap fire support vehicle, which will probably die before it runs out of ammunition, it's not terrible. And you have a standard availability loadout of 4A, 8B, and 12 in C phase. So, overall, it's not that great, but it's a Romanian tank destroyer. What are you guys expecting here? They weren't exactly known for their armor industry. It's just another classic Eugene historical accuracy unit, and it's cool that it is in-game. It's just not really all that worthwhile, apart from it looking extremely weird. And I think we're getting to the point now where we have the majority of ad hoc Axis tank destroyers in-game. There seems to be so many different, like, pre-war and early war tanks, which now have some sort of anti-tank gun slapped on top. And yeah, we'll leave it off at that. This has been another Rank Unit of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.